This risk map is literally Australia, guys. Well, to be precise, New Zealand and Australia, but we've got a map which literally is Australia, guys, so it will be really exciting to play for sure. We are playing another 6-player fixed card game, and it is global domination, and we are going to figure the strategy out, I guess. For now, my strategy is to send the alliances to absolutely everyone, guys. This way I will see which players wants to be allied with me and which ones will potentially be aggressive, more hostile players towards me. Or maybe will just like to stay neutral. So it's good to see who wants to be friends with me and which players wouldn't be that much of good allies, guys. I guess I will go for this continent over here, guys. It will make the most sense. So yeah, let's just fortify our troops over here. And I will probably capture this continent next turn when I'm going to see what the pink player is going to do. Hopefully he doesn't fortify his troops over here suddenly in South Island. I'm sorry, but I need to attack your territory. Thumbs up, attack my territory if you need to. Right, I will appreciate if you attacked another territory of some other player, but I guess that will be fine as well. Or I mean, unless you want to attack one troop territory, in that case you shouldn't even ask me. Yeah, thumbs up, well, my 3 troops have just been wasted, but oh well, guys, what can I do? At the very least, white player hasn't crushed my 6 troops army in Sydney. Let's see, so the only players who haven't accepted my alliance request is the pink and orange players. About the orange player, I do not really care as much, since he's not going to be neighboring me, so unless he goes for that continent. Well, actually he will be neighboring, guys, me, so actually 2 of the players who will be neighboring me are the ones who haven't accepted my alliance request, but at the very least, the white player has accepted my alliance request, and he's one of the players who will be neighboring me as well. And also I guess the pink player is just going to waste his troops over here, so maybe he will be relatively weak for me to even care about him, but we are going to figure it out, guys. The purple player is going for this part of Australia, the Western Australian continent, guys. And when I say continent, I mean the area which gives you the troops in risk for holding it. I mean, I know what right here, these are not continents in reality, but it's just a term for risk. The purple player doesn't actually guard his other borders, and in that sense it is smart. I mean, if somebody invades him, then he won't be wasting any troops, but I mean, at this case for the pink player it doesn't matter which territory to invade, so in that sense the purple player made a mistake. As I mean, while it wasn't worth to guard against the green player, for the pink player it didn't matter where he had to attack a territory, he won't be neighboring a purple player anyway. Yes, and right now I'm just finished capturing that continent, and I'm going to see how that goes. Well, maybe I shouldn't even guard against the pink player. Yeah, we are going to see. Yeah, thumbs up. Thumbs up to the white player, please attack my territory if you need to, I know you want to, so that's really fine. I put my troops over here rather than one of the territories, one of the borders next to the pink player, since the pink player doesn't have the alliance with me, meaning that he could potentially intend invading me, while for the white player I'm more confident that he will be a good neighbor, so this is why I'm playing like that, guys. Let's just send thumbs up to the white player again, so to show him that I intend being a friendly person to him. Surprisingly, nobody invaded the orange player or took over his continent. I mean, the pink player could have potentially tried doing that. On the other hand, he might have just wasted a lot of troops, and that continent will have been taken either by me or the white player then. But I mean, the pink player cannot really easily go for any of the continent right now. Over here he will have to waste 5 troops of the orange and 5 troops of the purple players, so not the most ideal situation for him at all, guys. Probably the least promising from all of the players, so unless white player will struggle to capture his continent as well over here. But other players seem to be in a better position than the pink and white players. In some sense I really like that the white player put his 9 troops in Sydney, as he is shielding me from the pink player over here. I mean, the pink player could have tried combining his troops into one and going through my continent to fortify them here, but alright, it looks like he will just switch going for that continent, which will not be the most ideal, because he will be neighboring the purple player. The purple player doesn't really appreciate the pink player after the pink player invaded him into his continent. And I guess I will just be properly guarding all of the borders over here, guys. Yes. Well, let's actually tell what I'm sorry, but I need to attack his territory. Yeah, we'll just capture 1 troop territory, and yeah, that's fine, yeah. Thumbs up to you. Much love to you, right? For now, I'm just going to properly guard all of the borders, as I mean, if I put some more troops in one of the borders, then that player could be really intimidated by me, so I do not really want that some player would feel very threatened by me. That wouldn't be my intent. So I think I will rather appear to be neutral than appear to have a strong alliance with someone. We are going to figure it out, guys. Alright, I have 10 troops set at 3 cards, so I think nobody will be able to take me out. Actually, let's see what are the continental troop bonuses, and it looks like the white player has captured the biggest continent in this game. I mean, the biggest with continental troop bonuses wise. He's going to receive even +6 troops per turn. It looks like the purple player would like to prevent the pink player from capturing his continent, so that's really good. I mean, if other players fight with each other, then I guess some of them might just be eliminated from the game. So that's promising to me. At least this game isn't going to stalemate, I will guess. Well, I guess in the 6-player situation, the pink player should get eliminated from the game first. Or maybe even the purple player if the pink player retaliates to him if he considers invading the purple player's continent, but that's not the case. Yeah, the pink player is just going to let the purple player to move his troops out. Maybe we, after all, will become good friends with each other. I will just equalize my troops over here, guys, and we'll trade in asset. I guess I might prioritize strengthening these borders over here, maybe even. Yeah, since I might expand to that continent myself then. Yeah, probably it will make most sense for me, guys, yeah. I think that will be I might even expand to that continent myself. Let's just capture our territory over here, and that will be it, guys. I guess it will be good to wipe out the purple player from over here, so then he will just be trapped in his continent. Assuming the pink player captures this continent over here, so that will be a really sneaky strategy to try out for sure, guys. If I want to go with that sneaky play on the overhand, the purple player wouldn't really appreciate me as much. And from what we saw, he wants to get revenge on the pink player which invaded him into his continent last turn. So maybe the purple player is the type of a player who I wouldn't really like to mess up with, guys. Honestly, it will be really good if nobody goes for this continent, as I will be dominating the whole right side by myself, guys, alone. While other players will be more bordering each other. So I guess that will be my plan. Yeah, hopefully the pink player doesn't add more troops in that continent. I really want him going after this continent over here. And yes, please purple, don't add more troops in that continent over here. In this, I mean over here, just keep adding your troops over here. Well, alright, the purple player added 1 troop, but on the overhand, that isn't as bad over here, guys. But yeah, I think I will just be wiping the purple player out from that continent. Well, depends what the pink player decides to do. But I mean, the purple player couldn't retaliate to me in any way. He will be trapped. I mean, he will be blocked from me, from accessing me, so unless he would like to go through either white or orange players, or the green player if he wants to retaliate from that side. Well, the pink player has added more troops over here, and let's see what he does. Maybe he will even move out. Maybe I should make him a way to move his troops out, guys. I will just keep strengthening those armies over here, so the pink player will be more intimidated going for that continent and rather move his troops out from it. Let's see if the white player does something extravagant over here after trading in his set, but looks he's just strengthening his positions. Right now I just want to see what the pink player does. I mean, it will decide if I go for that continent or not. As I mean, if he trades in a set and adds all of his troops over here, then maybe he will just capture that continent himself, which wouldn't be the most ideal for me, as then I will just have to be satisfied with this continent alone. So I would appreciate if the pink player added his troops in this continent over here and captured it. But I mean, it didn't really look as the most ideal plan for me to immediately wipe the pink player's troops from that continent over here immediately after he is even strengthened that army. It looks like the white player would like to go for this continent, so yeah, ideally I would like to move out from it. But I mean, he wouldn't be able to hold it anyway, as there should be a free continent in which players will be able to capture territories. Otherwise, we wouldn't be able to get cards. And please, purple, add all of your troops into your current continent. Or I mean, add your troops in the left side, but not in the right side. Not in the top right corner at least. Well, alright, you added. But I mean, if a pink player goes for that continent and wipes the purple player's troops out, then I think he might even help me out of capturing that continent. But we are going to see what the pink player does over here, guys. As you can see, the purple player still wants to prevent him from going after those continents, and it looks like the pink player is going for these continents over here, guys. I mean, I'm really tempted to wipe him out from over here, but I mean, he takes the thing slow and steady. It will be great if the purple player crushed 14 troops army of the pink player over here, so then I will completely eliminate the pink player over here, guys, and completely take him out from the game without him being able to even retaliate against me, guys, in some way. Also, I have 3 cannons, guys, 8 troop set, which I could really use. On one hand, I would like to expand, on the other hand, I wouldn't like to crush some more troops of some player or so. I guess the most ideal scenario if the pink player doesn't trade in a set and wipes the purple player out from his continent, and then I wipe him out. I mean, the most ideally, if even before that turn, the purple player even wipes the purple player's troops from this continent. I mean, that will be the most ideal then. And yeah, I guess with that I will just wait till the pink player crushes the purple player's troops in that continent. I guess that's the most ideal plan. Purple player moves into that corner, but I mean, if the pink player wants to capture that continent, then he will still have to crush them. Let's actually see what will be the plan of the pink player. If he crushes those troops out, then I eliminate him from that continent. But alright, he's taking his time, guys. Yes, the orange player doesn't really have accessible territories to attack, so unless these 3 troops of the purple player over here, guys. Otherwise, he's really trapped among me, purple and white. I just wish the purple player crushed that 14 troops army of the pink player and expanded into that continent. Also, the green player could just wipe me out from that continent if he wanted, but he attacks the white player. He attacks the white player, which is surprising to see, guys. Which is really surprising to see, as it didn't really look like we were into some sort of a conflict or threatening each other, but I guess the green player saw some threat in the white player for sure, guys. Alright, purple player's troops get crushed over here, and I mean, I really like that the orange player builds the biggest army over here. At least he added his troops into that Melbourne army, but right here he fortified his troops in Hobart, so he wants to equalize all of his free army, so he wouldn't be really intimidating other players as well, I will guess. The purple player just moves out from that continent, and I will really like to hope that the pink player doesn't have a set, as I really want to eliminate him from the game with all of his cards. I mean, I don't really care about cards as much, but I would like to take over that continent, guys. I would like to take over that continent, which will be giving +3 troops, but it's even better. He is just looking forward to retaliate to the purple player, guys. Wow. The pink player didn't really appreciate the purple player either, guys. We didn't really like each other. Well, at least the pink player gets to survive. At least the pink player gets to survive. As if he had left his army over here, then I might have just even eliminated from the game, guys. So I'm just taking over that continent. I'm not eliminating the pink player. It doesn't work for me. It doesn't work for me to do that right now. Yeah, he sends me a heart, and yes, I will send a heart to the purple player as well. Let's see what the white player does. He could retaliate to the green player, which will be the most ideal situation, the most ideal scenario to me, and yes, but he fails that blitz roll, unfortunately. But at the very least, the green player will pay the biggest attention to the white player still anyway, guys. Let's see if he crushes another army then, but no, he will just be recapturing that continent, and from what it looks like, I will be really dominating this game, guys, but maybe not necessarily. We will figure out, but yeah, it looks like everyone is laughing. Everyone is laughing except the orange player and me. I guess I could send that emote as well, but I do not really bother any of the players. I do not really want to hurt any of their feelings, guys. I want that other players will see me as their friend, so we will be paying the attention to each other. Well, I could just hold my strong position and crush them when I have enough troops, but alright, yeah. Orange player attack me. Purple player wants me to attack the orange player. I mean, I do not necessarily want to attack the orange player, but I mean, I will be guarding against him for sure. So unless the purple player crushes one of the orange player's armies, but no, he doesn't do it. I guess my plan will just be to guard strongly against the orange player, so unless I decide to eliminate him from the game, but I probably do not really want to eliminate the orange player from the game. I mean, the green and white players fight each other, so then nobody will be able to take care of the purple player. And I mean, I do not really even have accessible troops to take the orange player out. Yeah, I think I do not really even have accessible troops, so I will just guard against the orange player like that, guys. I do not really want to attack neither orange nor the green player like other players were suggesting to me. Let's see what the white player does over here. He invades the purple player, but I guess he's going to invade the green player, but no, he is just going to completely eliminate the purple player from the game. I mean, that's really good what the white player does, as with him taking over those continents, he will be the player who will get targeted by other players, as he just has too many continents. And wow, he's even going to attack the green player. Wow, I think the white player is taking my alliance very seriously, and in that sense I really like it. He's a really good ally. I mean, he's probably a low ranked player, but I mean, low ranked players want to have fun, guys. let's let them have fun, guys. Yeah, and the purple player is hilariously laughing while spectating, and right now he's sent a crank emoji probably to the white player. I mean, I do not have as many troops as other players combined, so I guess I will just sit out and wait. I guess I will just intend strengthening my position. When we overhand, I could intend eliminating the orange player, but if I do that, then I will be the weakest player. I will probably be weakest player. So the situation among me, white and green players will equalize in some way. I do not want that. But it looks like the orange player just quits the game, or what's the case, guys? I mean, he's offline right now. I guess I will just going to properly cut off all of my borders, guys, then. Let's tell the white player to attack green, then. I will attack the green player myself over here. Yes, thumbs up. Let's actually let beginner rank player have some fun, guys. I will guess the white player is a beginner. Also, ideally, I would like to eliminate the orange player before I eliminate green and white, but at the same time, I do not want to start crushing the orange player's troops, as the white and green players could potentially stop fighting each other. But let's see, it looks like the white player might even eliminate completely the green player from the game, which would be hilarious. Wow, I really like the white player as my ally. He was a really good ally. I mean, he's playing for the second place from what it seems, but I mean, this is probably lower rank players mentality, guys. We probably see it as the alliance victory. Let's tell him to attack the orange player now. Well, he might just take over this continents, but I do not care. Yes, thumbs up. Thumbs up, attack my territory if you need to. I guess I have as many troops as both the players combined, guys. I mean, I will have for sure when my turn comes. And the orange player is still offline, but I mean, I appreciate the alliance with the white player. So I will be taking the orange player from the game first. I mean, can I do that, guys? That might be a little bit risky. Guys. Let's see what kind of blitz roll I am going to get over here. Well, let's see. Let's do it like this, guys. Well, I forgot to turn off the slider. And right here, let's go through the white player's continents. And let's see. Alright, he sent me thumbs down. Thumbs down. Alright, and he's laughing. Yes. The orange player has been eliminated, guys. Yeah, GG. Let's send him thumbs up and love. Much love. Well played. Thanks. Well played. I mean, the white player might still try to win, but I think it's not really possible for him to make a comeback, or could he still do it? Well, he might get a really good blitz roll on my army. I mean, he will probably go after my army, but expecting a really good blitz roll or mana rolls, but I mean, he will then probably won't be really able to invade into my continents. I only have a 4 troop set, so I guess I will just hoard my cards, since I will be able to invade everything I want anyway. Or should I still trade in that set so to be able to capture more territories? No, I think I will be good either way, so I think I will just hoard that set, guys. Yeah, I think I will just hoard that set, guys. Let's just prioritize capturing as many territories in a row as possible, in the way that I will be able to capture some continents as well, but in the way that I will be able to break through all of the white players' continents as well. And right here, let's do a manual roll, which is successful, guys. I mean, the white player received 2 extra troops for having over 15 territories. So I guess maybe it was worth for me to trade in a set. Well, depends on the set. Well, it's still going to give me 6 troops, so in that sense, it was worth for me to trade in. But if I had gotten a 10 troop set or an 8 troop set, then it would have been worth for sure. So that was the risk, guys. That was a risk. I will prioritize recapturing a bunch of continents as well, I guess. I mean, these are the 2 territories I have to take over here, and I will still have enough troops to invade the white player into his continents over here, so that's my plan, guys. And let's see if I get a good blitz here, and yes. And also, he said 15 territories, meaning that he is going to receive 5 troops, but if I bring him down to 14 territories, then he is going to receive only 4 troops. And right here I will fortify those troops in this territory. It will make much harder for the white player to invade me into all of my continents, since the territory is actually kind of a choke point over here. Yeah, I don't think the white player is going to invade me into all of my continents right now. I mean, he just doesn't have enough troops to do that. He just, at the best, he could just invade into 2 more continents if he does 1 diamond roll, but no, he doesn't do 1 diamond roll, so he just invades me into 1 my continent, and that will be a GG. Do I have a set? I do not. Well, it will take 1 more turn, I guess, man. Good game. Well played. And that's an amazing victory, guys. I hope you really enjoyed watching this game. The white player was even a novice rank player, but hopefully he really had a great game with having an alliance with me.